I don't remember that.
The gangsters don't live that long.
Okay.
Remember that one?
I think I know what you're talking about.
And then Ice Cube's, they're like on a table like this, and that fool's rapping and shit. It's a fucking fist with a pick with a fist on it and shit,
I gotta do
hanging
the
out his
research
throat.
on that. I gotta do the research on that.
So, Prodak,
live?
yo, what's cracking? I think we're live.
We are
Yay.
live. This is the home of underground hip hop.
What up?
I'm Prodak Pistolas, chilling here with.
I'm right here, Armando, chief editor, co-founder, undergroundhiphopblog.com. But most importantly, man, one of the dopest MCs. I just think in the whole West Coast when it comes to the independent underground circuit,
Man,
I don't judge any artists by
Salute,
clout
for
or
real.
appearance or,
Dope.
you know what I'm saying, fools just getting clout on these social media platforms, which is goddamn ridiculous nowadays.
Shout out to Filthy in the chat.
The first time I even heard of Annimeanz, like, bro, you were with it. You were barring out, bro. I think that's what's most important out of everything. And I just care about bars, bro.
That's
You
what's
feel me?
up, man. I appreciate that. That's a fucking that's a dope intro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I came in the game just barring, trying to be not even trying, just perfecting my skill as a lyricist. So to hear people praise like that is very
And
dope,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm from Downey, Southgate area.
Yes, sir.
You were the first artist I've ever heard of that was like repping Cudahy like that.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
being real. I'm just I'm just being absolutely 100% transparent.
Yeah.
you know?
I mean, there's maybe two more before me, but yeah.
There's not too many artists that come out of those sections, and if there is, they probably take another home base. They call it another home base home and shit.
Yeah, nah, man. You gotta stand on where you come from. It don't matter if it's huge, small, whatever.
But when it comes to the Los Angeles umbrella, by far, dog, in the Latino underground game, bro, you have to be top 5.
Man, I've been saying this for a lot of years. I love this shit. This shit is great.
That's a fire take.
because-
Armando, that's a
Appreciate that,
fire
man.
take.
Because,
Hell
dude,
yeah.
I've hosted personally over 100 shows. As you know, Annimeanz, we've
Yeah.
fucking promoted thousands of rappers, bro. And we've
Yes,
rubbed
sir.
elbows. Thousands of rappers came to our office, bro. But
And for years though,
and
dedicated,
not even
consistent.
not even to even label us as like Latino. Fuck that.
Yeah.
As just MCs and people with subject matter, substance, and fucking stories, bro. Annimeanz represents the city.
Thank you, man.
Fire,
I
fool.
appreciate that.
Fire. And to add to that, when I first came across Annimeanz, it was on some rapping shit, fool. I was new. I was looking at the game like I didn't have too many people to to check out and be like, okay, that's the top of the pinnacle. This is where we're at right here,
Yeah.
And you were one of them, bro, for sure, bro.
Man, thank you. I appreciate that. That shit means a lot to me. Believe it or not, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, but being in the Latino game, I know Prodak was mentioning something about Edgar rap.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you, Prodak?
Yeah, we talk about Edgar rap. Edgar rap is today's new wave of these young Latinos rapping. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna put too many names out there, but you got the Lefty Gunplays. You know what I mean? You have I'm gonna even shout out my boy.
Is he an
Peso.
Edgar rapper?
He's
Lefty
an Edgar
Gunplay?
rapper.
Yeah?
Hell yeah, he's an Edgar rapper.
Okay.
He's not a rapper.
I
You know what I'm saying?
think he is a rapper.
He's a rapper.
He's not a lyricist.
There you go.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, dog. This whole Fizzler freestyle garbage that I just mistakenly decided to watch it.
This shit changed my life.
Bro, what is that, bro? I don't know, bro. As a hip hop influencer critic, bro, like I just don't think that's a good representation of what LA has to offer.
And he means if you ever go before you say that, if you ever go rap and say "watch me whip and watch me nay nay," in like it's not a competition, but it's like amongst other hard ass rappers though.
Well, coming from Annimeanz, a real lyricist.
I mean,
Yeah,
but,
he's
you
not
know,
gonna
you
say
got to think though, like, their lane is that. You feel me? So in his lane, he's the hottest shit out right now.
Edgar rap. In
Okay,
Edgar
Edgar
rap.
rap.
In that Edgar rap lane that
No,
we've been
no,
talking
but
about, man?
I hear about Annimeanz. Like he's at this point, he's a fucking goddamn celebrity.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, so is Crip Mac.
man, I appreciate that.
So is fucking a lot of.
It's funny because like I'll be out, and people will come up to me, and I'm in the same areas, Cudahy, East LA, all that shit, and I'll be paranoid as fuck. You feel me? Because I grew up in the '90s, you know what I mean, and it was just a different LA, dude. Don't get me wrong, like I feel like this LA is very dangerous too, but that LA was just a different LA. there wasn't phones and shit. So, you know, back then I felt like everybody was an enemy, so to speak, right?
There was fucking payphones and shit.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask this question: when the internet came out, where were you in your music career? Like,
I barely. Oh, you know what? Because you know the thing about me is I ain't even start rapping till like I was almost 30 years old. You know what I'm saying?
okay, 30 years old, you started.
Almost 30 years old.
Okay.
I was like in my late 20s, probably like I don't know 26.
What made you get into the studio and kick some shit?
I got a cousin named Green Eyes. You met him before, right? He runs around with me. If you know me, you'll see him. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm with the same people. I've been with the same people fucking as long as I've been doing it. But you know, that's my cousin. He's probably like the only dude I know that is like super in tuned musically. You know what I'm saying? So we always just kind of like shared a equal love for like hip hop shit. So, you know, when I was gonna come home from being incarcerated, he was like, "Man, you should start rapping and shit." You know, because it was in that time where like people were starting to rap and motherfuckers could get a microphone in their bedroom now. You know, it was like, because I remember like really going, like I first started recording in a big giant studio, right? And they were charging us like $150 an hour or some shit. And I remember people saying like, "Man, you don't even got to do that. You just get a
MacBook,
a Mac and a microphone, and you could do it in your bedroom type shit." And
that era.
so that's like when I started, you know,
Yeah.
and you know, they had like these little flip camera like type fucking video camera things, you know what I'm saying? Like it was just a whole different
The
game.
selfie was new when the selfie
Yeah,
was new.
like
you know what
they
I mean?
didn't even have phones like this
Yeah,
yet, you
yeah,
know what
I
I'm
feel
saying?
that.
So
We had the sidekick, the boost, the
yeah. So, you know, that's when I really started rapping, and that was like around the New West movement time, you know? And I got involved with a group called Dollar Figure Essay that an artist named Gorilla Black had put together.
Compton, right?
Yeah.
Gorilla
And
Black.
you know, I've told this story a million times, so just kind of speed through it. I met a DJ named Ill Will that used to do a bunch of mixtapes out here, and he hosted my mixtape. He was connected to Hot Dollar and Gorilla Black. He took me down there. I had a meeting. I spit for them. They used to have a barbershop on Rosecrans and Prairie. I spit for them. They were filling it. They initiated me into that crew, and then they created well, they already had a crew called Dollar Figure Essay, but it just wasn't off the ground yet. And they pretty much gave me the freedom to start picking artists to make a part of the crew. And then I met an artist named Beretta, who's Concrete, and put him in the group. And
Hold on. Bring that right back. You said you met some dude named Beretta, and that's Concrete?
yeah, his name is the comedian
The
Concrete.
comedian Concrete?
Yeah, but his name was Beretta.
So
back
you
then
were
when
in
he
the
was a
rap
rapper.
crew with Concrete?
Yeah.
No, Annimeanz. Tell me about that right there.
Nah, I mean, you know, Con is fuck. He's a different version of the Concrete I originally know. Honestly, when I first met Con, he was a rapper, dude, like a straight up, you know, bar. Beretta.
With
yeah.
a name like Beretta, he was, you know what I mean? He sounds like he was on some shit.
And he was a dope rapper, and you know, his thing was he had a vocal pitch like the Game, so he would get confused for being the Game a lot. I remember, and he even
So
had
the
there was
story
like
at
verses.
the food community is real? You know how the food community has a store with LA Icon?
Yeah.
And he was telling a story about it. He was even saying that he writes LA Icons all his raps. He was saying Concrete writes LA Icons.
Nah, you know what?
raps.
Okay, if I got to keep it all the way real, I think Icon's probably a better lyricist than Concrete, but Concrete's a better overall rapper. In all honesty.
Okay.
Hold on, let's slow down. I believe you guys are talking about this comedian guy, right?
Yeah.
Concrete,
Okay.
Concrete
Concrete.
Live. The guy
Concrete.
that reacts and he's funny as
Yeah.
fuck.
Like he works at fucking McDonald's and shit.
Yeah, he's at Burger King selling
Man,
burgers.
I've been knowing Con for years, bro. I'm talking about 15 plus years. You know what I'm saying?
Trip
And,
out. I know he was part of a rap crew with Annimeanz in there.
That's
just-
dope. That's dope.
that's what I'm talking about.
yeah, man, and you know, through that rap group, that's how I met Kendrick Lamar. He wasn't Kendrick Lamar then; he was K. Dot, J Rock. You know, back then he was J Rock's hype man when I met him. You know what I'm saying? And I would always see them in like all these different events, like South by Southwest. Just like I said, it was that new era, it was that new West era. So you know, Glasses Malone, fucking J Rock, you know, Rocket, all these dudes, and I got records with all these dudes. You know, I put records out. That's really how I started to get known, was because I started putting out the mixtapes, and at that moment in time, like, it was a real heavy presence with Chicano rap. So besides maybe Omar Cruz and like I don't know, Queenie from like San Diego, there wasn't a lot of people rapping the way we was rapping. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you know, that's pretty much how I got my name up. You know, rapping in that circle and having them type of features, and really just being a Mexican dude that was capable to spit at that caliber. You know what I mean?
Not too many.
Even to this day, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
But yeah, so yeah, that's how I started out. You know?
That was dope. You said it was you were starting to be 30 years old around that time.
Yeah.
You had came out of jail. Mm-hmm. And you said, man, I'm gonna get in this booth and I'm gonna show these kids how I do this shit.
Yeah, I mean, you know, shit, I kind of feel like I was still a kid to a degree in my own right. You know what I mean? I spent pretty much my adult life in incarceration from
For sure.
from YA to actual prison. So when I came home from prison, like I said, I was like 26 on my way to be 27 or something. And, you know, I started the music career and shit.
That's fire, and it's been dope ever since, fool.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I always tell people this because, you know, people know me and they know my name and shit. And people always like, well, damn, how come you're not bigger? Or I thought you would have blew up by now. But, you know, in all honesty, I've probably been my worst enemy and shit. I've squandered so many opportunities from just being me. You know what I'm saying? Being an artist and fucking just, you know, not striking when the iron's hot, or just, you know, not wanting to do certain shit, or, you know, everybody in this game that somebody has offered to give me a feature or give them a feature. And, you know, if I don't really dig their flow, I just won't rap with them. And I'm talking about anybody from Swifty Blue to Bozo to everybody you could think of has been in my DM at one point or time for a verse. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, in retrospect, like I said, I'm probably my worst enemy when it comes to my career, and you know, but that's just me, I guess. You know, like I said, I'm an artist, so you know.
Yeah, but that, you know, whoever these people are who ask you, hey, how come you haven't blown up? Like their fucking whole head is caught up in Power 106, 92.3 The Beat. This fucking illusion fantasy land of like the rap lifestyle. You feel me?
But you know,
but they cannot deny your fucking catalog and you just inspirationally stay consistent.
Yeah.
You know,
and you keep pushing new content.
And to keep it, to be all transparent, you know, I've been on Power 106. I've been on 92.3. They broke my first record. I've had a record that was in mixed show rotation in like 37 markets around the country. LA Weeklies wrote about me, Orange County Weekly. I've been on Double XL.
In the news, baby. You made it to the news, Papa.
Double XL has wrote about me. AllHipHop.com, when they were a big thing, all the biggest websites in the country at that moment in time. So, you know, I've had a lot of exposure. You know what I'm saying? And I've had a dope career, bro. You know, I've been in the room with top notch rappers, bro. You know, and they've showed respect and shit. So, you know, I just appreciate the opportunity and the journey, especially not being able to start when I believe I should have. You know what I'm saying?
I think I just saw you at the Laugh Factory with Chingo Bling.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
The Tamale Kingpin.
the Versace Mariachi.
The Versace Mariachi. You know what I'm saying? You know about Chingo Bling, Armando.
Well, no, it's rare. I've honestly never witnessed a top tier comedy show that has hip hop at the same time. I think that's super extremely rare, right?
Yeah.
Annimeanz?
It's kind of like a Def Comedy Jam type vibe, you know, because they used to do that back in the days. But you know, with Chingo, man, you know, shout out to Ching, man. That's my guy, like my guy. And you know, I've known Chingo for over 10 years. I met him when he was shooting the movie Philly Brown, and I was in the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Fire.
Shout out to Kool-Aid too, man. Happy birthday! It was her birthday yesterday. I actually.
Philly Brown, that's that movie. That's that. Sale también está Jennifer. What's her name? Jennifer.
Jenny Rivera's daughter.
Yeah, there you go.
No, Jenny Rivera was in it.
Comes
yeah,
out. She's in jail. She's in prison.
Yup, exactly.
Now, are these
Jenny Rivera?
R.I.P.
When you guys are on tour? Are these at just standard venues, or are they at comedy clubs?
They're at comedy clubs and venues. You know,
Because there's a huge difference, working at a comedy club compared to a regular venue. Because I don't know if you've ever, or you guys ever purchased a ticket to go see a comedian.
Yeah.
They like force 4 drinks on you. So everyone's
you
fucking
gotta buy-
drunk.
you know
what? I'm not sure.
You're
gotta get
required
fucked
to
up.
purchase like a certain amount of drinks
I didn't
in
know
order
that.
to get a seat.
But I'll be 100 with you though. The liquor is flowing in that motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? And it's up because
And then they make you like they enforce no camera phones.
Yeah, they do, but we in there breaking all the rules. You know what I'm saying? Laughing and shit. Man, it's a dope experience to be on the road with Chingo, man. You know, the shows are sold out. The crowd is around the corner, and they're showing love. You know, they're really there to see the show. It's not like a bunch of people just there to just be standing there. You know what I'm saying? They're really there, and then you interact with the crowd. And one thing about it, performing in that crowd is that if you're not up on your craft, they gonna boo you off that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And they're not gonna be afraid to let you know that you bullshit. So you got to go up there with your A game. And luckily, we've been able to rock every single show we do. Every single show sold out, and it's just a blessing to be a part of that experience as well. You know what I'm saying?
I want to ask about the movie, man. How'd you come around to? You said you came out in the movie, man.
Concrete. Yeah, Con hooked me up with that opportunity because man, Con's the first fucking podcaster in all reality. I mean, man, the homie Con, he did so many things until he finally found his niche and just blew the fuck up. You know what I mean? Because from the rapping, I remember one day he calls me and he's like, "Yo, I just got this fucking camera from SA Daz and shit. Let me shoot a video for you." I said, "All right, fuck it." And before you know it, Con shooting videos.
Yeah,
you know
you
what I'm
became a
saying?
cameraman one time.
And it was an era of Concrete shooting videos. And then, he ended up linking up with like E-Dub and Kool-Aid up there at Poco's. And then he had like a Latin Legacy show. And it was a podcast when you really think about it. And, he was giving all the local cats love and shit. And the shit was doing its thing. So, yeah, I've watched him try a lot of hats on, and it's dope to see him finally win. You know what I mean? Because I've seen him hustle.
The development of Concrete, keep trying and do it. That's a testament of hard work pays off.
Yeah, it's inspirational, and I told him that too, because like I kind of took a break from rapping and shit for a little bit, and when we always keep in contact. That's one thing I say about Con too. He ain't never switched up, and we talk all the time, and I even told him like, "Yo, you one of the reasons like I start rapping again, man. You like inspired a motherfucker. You know what I mean? I see you doing it, and it's dope to watch you do it." So I said, "Fuck it, why not get back in it?" You know what I'm saying?
So wait a minute. At one point, you stopped rapping.
Yeah. I was gone for about 2 years. I think.
When was this?
I want to say from like 22 to 4 maybe.
Oh shit.
I mean, but I was
COVID,
still putting
the
shit
COVID
out though.
time.
So you
I
just
ain't
came
gonna
back
lie.
right now, dog.
Yeah, but
This is your year back, dog.
Yeah, but I was putting shit out though. Still, I put like an album out. I put a couple little videos.
A leave of vacation or something like that. You know what I mean? It wasn't too-
Because I'll be real, like the rap shit is in my blood.
I'm gonna be
type
honest
shit,
with you.
Yeah.
Between those years, that was when I got introduced to the collab projects you were doing with Jazzo.
Yup. Me and Jazz did a
shout out to
project.
Jazzo,
No,
the
so
Juggernaut.
low key,
710. What's that project called? The
710 South.
No, so low key, Annimeanz retired, and then he still had content being pushed out fresh.
Yeah. I definitely would. It was definitely a mini retirement. You know what I'm saying? And it was dope though. Realistically, I was just in a relationship. You know how that goes. A motherfucker fell in love and shit. And I was, that's what I was doing
$1
for a
million
second.
game like what? Hello. You know what I'm talking about?
Then the shit ended, and now I'm back pimping.
Is that literal or what?
I mean, allegedly, Nah, man, I don't indulge in criminal activity, and I'm really just trying to get closer to the Lord and all that. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, man. It's a beautiful thing. You guys came out with a dope ass project.
Man, I appreciate that for sure.
It's for sure. You can hear the sound. Jazzo's from Southgate, you from Cudahy, from the city, from LA.
Yeah.
And you can definitely hear that West Coast infused flavor. The beats. You guys came out with a couple of videos.
Yeah.
You know
As far as I know, I grew up in Southgate too. Like this Cudahy was the city right next door, right?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Nah, you know with jazz,
Yeah,
it
my
was
grandpa
like,
actually lived in Cudahy for fucking 30 years, bro.
I swear, somebody has a family member from Cudahy. I swear to God.
We partied in Cudahy every Christmas, dog. Fuck.
Nah, you know, with jazz, I would just always see him on the net and shit. You know what I mean? And you know, if you know jazz, you know jazz. You know what I'm saying? So I reached out to him and I was like, hey man, you know, we should do some records together and shit. You know what I mean? Because I see you're trying to get this attention. You know what I'm saying? And I think you'll get it faster if you just make some music. You know what I mean? And so we got in the studio. I think I invited him a couple of times, and he might have been busy or something. Because I'm a sporadic artist. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like plan shit out. Like I get up and go to the studio. You know, and if I'm collabing with somebody, most of the time, like I try to take the creative control of it because I just feel like when it comes to like A&R and beat picking stuff like that, I got a lot of experience in that. So, you know, my creative process is like I might just wake up today and be like, "Yo, meet me in the studio in like an hour." You know what I'm saying?
So that's how that project got.
That's the way the whole project. You know, because in reality, you know, I wanted to see him at his best. You know, and the best way, the only way you're gonna see somebody at their top is when you put them against the wall. You know. Because they either gonna rise up or they not. You know what I'm saying? And he was able to rise up, man. He's a dope lyricist. You know what I'm saying? And even in the beginning, he was a little shaky with it. He'd be like, "Well, I haven't wrote and shit." You know, and I'd be like, "Man, you a Navy SEAL, my nigga. You ain't gotta worry about none of that."
You just gotta float.
Yeah. But you know
Navy
what?
SEAL, bro. Don't worry about it.
It really caught my attention though, just with the style and the whole set about it. You know what I'm saying? Like with the mic. And then you guys had different scenes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That shit flowed. It flowed really, really, really well.
I went out there one time with you guys. Remember? I went out there with you guys. The fucking cops came and tried to stop the whole. The homie was rapping. They tried to come and stop the whole operation from going. I guess some Karens or some Kens were out there. Noise complaining and shit. We're in a beautiful area, a nice scenic place, and you know the cops came. You know, Annimeanz, you know, just told them, you know, hey, we're doing some music over here. Leave us alone. And it was, you know, we continue to finish the project. And then I came to see it on internet, bro. That shit is dope, bro. To see spitters, you know, do like I shout out to the homie I Am Hazard. You know
shout out
I mean?
to Hazard, that's my guy right there.
Every
too.
Friday, consistently for past 200 plus episodes. We gotta get him on here, by the way.
Absolutely.
You know, on the mic. And when you guys did that shit, it kind of gave a taste of like some hip hop shit, you know what I mean? Some flavor, some spitters, lyricists.
Yeah.
Back in the front line, you know, of this new internet wave, of the Edgar wave.
The Edgar wave. Nah, yeah, man, it was a dope project. Shit, you know, maybe one day we could get around to the volume 2, because, you know, that was initially our plan, but it just ain't work out like that. But you know, if it makes sense, we double back and make another one. I just signed a deal with a distribution company called So South, and me and Chingo did that deal actually, because we're putting out a new project ourselves.
That's what I'm saying. You came out with the same thing with Chingo Bling.
Yeah.
Which is you guys were rapping, and you know what I mean. You guys were rapping in front of the mic. On some live session, you got the Tamale Kingpin, you know what I mean? The Versace Mariachi right there in the front line, you know what I'm talking about? And you guys is the shit, man. Definitely salute. The culture is watching you guys, man. And I'm digging it, you know what I mean? I'm with the whole lyricist shit.
Nah, Chingo's spitting too, man. See, that's what a lot of people don't know about Chingo. He's a real rapper, you know what I'm saying? So to see him get in there and you know, bar out and all that, you know, it's dope, you know, and you got to understand, like, you know, this somebody I read about in the XXL, like, damn, this fool was finna sign a bad boy at one point in his life, you know.
Yeah.
And I was reading this dude's article, you know, and now I'm on tour with him, or I'm in the studio with him, and, you know.
Hold on, you just said Chingo Blingo
Yeah.
was chilling with Diddy at Diddy parties? That's kind of what
It's funny too. It's
that's
funny
kind of
too.
like what I took from that right now.
Thank God he didn't fucking sign to that label, dude.
Hey, it's funny because he got a joke like that in his set too, you know. So if you ain't checked him out, he'll be out here in September, man. Y'all got to go see him.
The day he gets signed, he gets slips fucking some pills in his drink and shit.
Yeah, nah, but you know, so that's just another a testament to my career and like just, you know, what my talent has done for me or put me in positions to be able to be a part of. You know, what I'm
In
saying?
rooms, bro.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
brought, your talent has brought you to rooms where probably not too many people are allowed to even like.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
man.
Come in and take pictures and shit. You know what I mean? Like Glasses Malone.
That's my guy right there, man. That really, realistically, like that's my mentor. You know what I'm saying? I spent 5 years up under Glasses. You know what I mean? In the school of division. You know what I mean? So, you know, pretty much what I do at this point, I can attest to the division camp. You know, because I was a part of their camp for a lot of years too, and that's where I learned to become a artist. You know, as far as BPMs and A&Ring records, writing records for other people, just, you know, learning to rap about certain subjects because most people don't know how to rap about one subject, and just really fine-tuning as an MC, you know. So shout out to Glasses for sure. You know, he's a big part of my career and shit.
Fire. And you know what's the shit that's going on today? You know, the Latinos and rap, right? We're having an explosion in hip-hop. And you have people
Hold on. Do you feel like there's an explosion in Latino or let's say Mexican hip hop in this whole umbrella of what hip hop's supposed to be?
Yeah, nah, for sure. And you know, if you follow me, then you would be familiar that I spoke this 5-6 years ago. You know, I was one of the only Mexican artists that was only doing podcasts or doing interviews, and I would always tell people, you know, the thing about the California hip hop game is that we're the consumer. You feel what I'm saying? And as long as we're the consumer, everybody else is going to be rich. So that's why they don't want us in this game. You know, they can't stop us at this point because, you know, people like Peso and all these young dudes, they know how to use that internet and they know how to get their shit out there. You know what I'm saying? But before, you know, they just kept you in that little Chicano rap box, and if you know, get your little money off your little box of CDs and be happy with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, we over here making multi-billions of dollars off of your own people too, because y'all the ones who's buying the shit. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just evolution, man. It was unavoidable. You know, once we started to be able to make the type of music that was viable enough for get the people's attention, then the pride comes into play where now your own people want to support it because it's dope and they're not ashamed of that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the Chicano rap movement is for a certain section of Mexican people. There's only a certain percentage of Mexican people that are cholos or gangbangers, and then the rest of them are, you know, whatever else. So, you know, ultimately the Chicano rap circuit wasn't feeding the whole pot, so to speak.
The whole Mexican American or Mexican Latino community.
Exactly. So, you know, it was early stages when it was like people like me, Omar Cruz, or, you know, people like that. You know, we was the beginners and the bricklayers of this shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, like always, the people that were in the trench don't never see the money or the fame. You know, but we definitely paved the way for these people because, you know, when I started rapping, man, I didn't sound like a Chicano rapper, and if you didn't sound like a Chicano rapper, they wasn't fucking with you. You know, they was disrespectful, calling you names. You know, the swap meets wasn't taking your CDs. It was real segregated like that. You know what I'm saying? So, to see how the game has evolved is wild.
So, how do you describe the Chicano rap sound? Let's say, you know, from what you're talking about, are you talking about like the whole, you know, sad girl, fucking, you know, Little Rob bullshit? You know
that
what I'm
whole vibe.
Well, no.
just say
bullshit.
Little Rob bullshit right now?
He's
I
an
fuck with Lil
icon.
Rob. Hey,
You just say Lil
Rob's-
Rob,
hey,
Mondo.
look, I'm gonna be 100.
Well, when
Little
it comes
Rob's
to
new
the
album.
face, when it comes to
Okay.
the face of Chicano rap, that's what I think of.
Okay, but Little Rob's new album is really fucking good. If you check it out.
Yeah.
I swear to God, on everything. Listen to Little Rob's new album.
I gotta ask, too.
It's very good, bro.
I was never into that sound though.
I never was either.
You know?
I swear to God, I never was.
Do you consider yourself, or did you, when you came out, consider yourself at one point Chicano rap?
No,
Or
I
that
never have considered myself a Chicano rapper because I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to understand, like, if you had to classify Chicano rap, it's like gangbang, you know, cholo rap. You know what I'm saying? Like Southern Hispanic rap. You know what I mean? What I do is more hip hop, in my opinion. You know, I don't make gang banging music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what has always been my opinion of what separates me from being a Chicano rapper. You know what I'm saying? I'll be a Chicano hip hop artist or whatever. And in reality, I just don't believe in the
What's the
labeling.
fucking term Chicano anyways,
Yeah,
bro?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
saying,
It's
like-
a
Can
real,
anyone really
it's a-
define that shit,
It's a
dude?
real thin window of like,
It's
you
just-
know what I
it-
mean?
Someone fucking told me, dude, what a Chicano is. Oh, if you're not from the East LA area, you're not Chicano. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking
Yeah, that's
about,
weird.
bro?
When a lot of Chicano rap was in San Diego.
Yeah, I mean
know,
that's
from
like the
San
mecca
Diego.
of Chicano rap. if you really
They got
think about
Chicano
it.
Park out there. You know what I
You
mean?
know,
Shout out to San Diego. Shout out to Chicano Park.
Hey,
shout out
but on the flip side of that, you know, everybody that's somebody in Chicano rap has shown me love or shown me respect, or you know, I got records with Conejo, so you know, the best of that genre has acknowledged me as well. you
SK
know?
Mob, shout out to Conejo.
let's be real.
You know
Like
what I'm
when it
talking
comes to Mexican rap or Mexican hip hop in LA for the last 20 years, in the underground circuit,
Yeah.
who could pack out the Observatory or
Not
Don
too
Quixote
many, not
or
Too many, you know, there's only a
or
few, you know?
upstairs at the Catch One where we fit 1,200 people.
Yeah.
Like at the top of my head, bro, I would say King Lil G,
Yeah,
Psycho Realm, Sick Jack, and
Little Rob.
Little Rob.
Oh, come on. Little Rob will sell out
You know,
a
in
show.
reality-
And then, of course, Conejo. We
Conejo.
all witnessed it.
Yeah, we,
You know,
three,
the-
how many
Right?
times? Five
We've
times
done it
sold out?
fucking 5 times, dog, and he packs out.
I'll be real with you. The Chicano rap era, like that whole era, would do great right now if they all was touring and but you know they all hate each other and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's 'cause look,
I know
look.
royalty well. You know
We're
what I'm
gonna go-
saying?
we're-
No,
They all
and
hate
isn't
each
that
other.
a sad reality?
That's a reality.
They're
that's
all
very
gang
sad.
members, bro. I know you
Well, you know
touched
what?
this. I know
That's
you
another
touched-
misconception.
They're gang
A lot
members
of
that
them
make
ain't
hip
gang
hop,
members, really.
though.
If
You
you
know?
really think about it, a lot of the older Chicano rappers are not even gang members. They're like homies type individuals, but they're not from sets and shit. A lot of
Come
them, believe it or
on.
not.
That's why they became Chicano rappers, bro. They were bald headed.
Like Snapper back then, he wasn't from a gang.
the high power stuff?
Yeah,
Oh, we don't fuck
he
with
wasn't from a gang.
We don't-
But
you know what I'm saying?
but
Listen.
am I right, guys? Like King Lil G, Psycho Realm, Conejo, who could at least draw 800 people or more just on the solo
Facts.
clout or influence.
Yeah.
Now, here's a viral question. You think Lefty Gunplay will sell out one of these places?
Yeah, for sure. I think he will because you know he's getting the pub.
Until I witness it, I don't know. I've never.
I don't know.
With that amount of pub, it's impossible not to draw some attention.
He would he would
I
have
don't
to
know,
work.
man. The internet is tricky,
yeah.
bro. The internet is tricky.
Look,
They'll tell you he
they're
got
doing
all
it-
this
look.
shit, and just 12 people, 14 people show up to his Colorado
Nah, see,
shows. and
look,
shit
look.
like that.
Okay, but see, this is the thing though. That's the way it starts. And that's the way it really starts. So they're really look at what they're doing is what a label would have did with you 30 years ago. That's what Soulless is doing. You know, he's hands on. They got a publicist. They're on the road. They're
doing research.
They figured out the demo, so they know exactly where Lefty Gunplay is gonna pop. You know, so they show up in fucking, you know, you better run, nigga, Texas. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like, point I'm trying to make is they know the demo and shit. So with that amount of pub and knowing your demo, it's impossible not to win. I mean, it's impossible. He got some machine behind him. That's
Hey,
just
man.
what it is.
Yeah, I just don't see how his numbers on Spotify stayed exactly the same, bro.
Hey,
That's
know,
what confuses me. If you really
Yeah,
think
because
about
I
it.
fluctuate every month. You know, one month is 10,000, one is 7, sometimes it's 4.
your
so it goes up and
music
down.
has replay value.
Yeah.
Some of his music doesn't. You'll hear
Well,
it
if
one
that's your
time.
opinion.
You'll hear it one time.
Yeah, that is your opinion,
You know?
because
Facts,
there's some
facts.
young dudes that are just slapping that shit right now,
I
over and over.
I don't
and
know.
over.
Maybe you guys know. You know. It sounds like you guys know a bunch of these guys
Just
that are
fucking-
slapping this shit.
Right now, there's a
But
carload of
there's
little
not.
dudes with balloons just whacked out, like slapping fucking lefty, bro.
Oh,
just in it,
I guess. Hey.
hollering at some young bitch, just on. It's just what it is. You feel me? I mean, because you got to think, when you were young, I'm sure there was a rapper that everybody hated. You know what I'm saying? But
It's not even a hate thing, bro. It's look at where we're at, bro.
I mean,
The caliber and level of a rapper here, bro, that's not it, bro.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That
But he's
whole
not
freestyle,
proclaiming to be the
he's not.
best lyricist. Either.
No.
But
I've heard videos of him on stage not performing quite well, and he's like, "Yo, I'm the best fucking Mexican rapper out right now." Period. Blah blah blah. And I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, "Well, hey dog, run with that."
That's
But
subjective.
clearly-
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know, but clearly, bro, you have to work on your live performance, bro.
I mean, but you got to, let's be real, man. And,
Fans don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah, and
Just as long as you show up.
You want to see a dope ass show? Come to see motherfucking Rhyme Fest. We're gonna have Atmosphere, Dilated People, Living Legends, Swollen Members, Alchemists. The Coyotes are gonna be in the building.
I'm popping out on
Come on, man.
a special uninvited guest. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah, that's
Just putting
dope.
that out there. Ding,
That's
ding.
dope. That's dope.
But nah, man. Look, bro. This is what I really honestly believe. You know what I'm saying? If you're getting it to that degree and you have the attention and you're getting the accolades from it, I mean, who am I to say different? There's motherfuckers that eat chocolate covered roaches out there. So the point I'm trying to make is that there's a market for everything, and if a motherfucker finds their niche and they riding smooth, that you can't be mad at them. You feel
Absolutely.
what I'm saying? You just got to respect it and respect the hustle. How many motherfuckers didn't think Master P could rap when Master P first came out? They was like, "Yo, what is this boo boo?" And 2 years later, he was the man. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah. Well, honestly,
Let's be real.
Let's be real.
Silk the Shocker is Lefty Gunplay. You dig
Right,
what I'm saying?
but I believe Lefty Gunplay is influencing a lot of future MCs that feel like, hey, if this motherfucker could do it, I think I could do it too.
For sure.
Then you got it. Then that's what's up, because we need people to motivate our people.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So if that's what he's doing, then fuck yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm for that. You know what I mean? I would rather him motivate them to be rappers than to go out there and go kill somebody.
Absolutely.
That's reality, And I ain't trying to sound all corny and shit, but
Man, I don't know what song you guys heard about him.
I was slapping the Lefty
Positive
Gunplay record one time. I ain't gonna lie. The one
his
that was
music
like,
is like not promoting good shit. Like it's not telling the youth to go and start something dope, dog.
Yeah,
he's on drugs, bro. He's probably methed out half of the time, bro.
that we don't know that. That's speculation.
Bro, you haven't seen his interviews? Am I tripping? Am I the only
Yeah,
one?
but
man?
that doesn't
What's going
necessarily
on?
mean
Like-
he's on meth. He could be on Xannies. You
Okay.
dig? Like we don't know what he's on.
Or
Facts,
that could just be his,
Or he could have been on peyote, or we might just be.
or that's him sober the whole fucking time.
Yeah, he has
Oh,
ADHD. You know.
Hey. Hey,
I
shout
don't
out to
know.
the
I don't know. Shout out to Lefty Gunplay, man. Keep
shout
getting
out
your
to
money.
whatever-
You know what I'm saying?
whatever you're doing, man. Don't call
For sure.
yourself the hardest rapper though. Don't do that. Don't do that. This is not that the place for that.
Man, hey, salute, man.
Yo, salute Lefty Gunplay, man.
Shout
Like,
out, shout out to OTR, man. I fuck with them. They offered me a deal and shit. You know what I'm saying?
shit,
Yeah.
okay.
Obviously I didn't take it because I'd be a lot more famous. But shout out to them, man. They definitely tapped in and recognized the skills.
Well, so with that, talk about that a little bit. Like, Solis reached out, kind of.
Yeah. He reached out and then set up a meeting and shit. And I went down there to where they record, and they gave me gave us a contract and offered us a distro deal, and whatever else. And at first I started to record. At first I had my guy talk to him, and I was like, all right, well, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start recording the album. So I started making some songs or whatever, and then I just seen the Lefty Gunplay train just moving, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be honest with you, that's probably not the right place for me. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just when you go somewhere and there's an entity that big, you got to be careful, because you could get caught up in that light. You know what I'm saying? and I'm not in a rush to get anything. You know, what's gonna come to me is what's gonna come naturally. You know what I'm saying? So that I just didn't feel like that was the right place for me. So you know, but I definitely appreciate the consideration. You know what I'm saying? Because for an artist that's my age to still be recognized by something like that is dope, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
So, how do you feel about what's been going down in the past, I guess, 30 days in this weird bullshit soap opera that we call politics? Because for years, you know, I think years ago, bro, I think we shot a mic session with you at our old office. And then, like, I don't know, some fucking stupid trolls, bro, were like talking about Trump, and then you were tagged, and then they showed us the mic session. We were like, what the fuck is this about?
Yeah.
Fucking some fools hating?
Yeah.
But then of course we tapped into a few of your videos that you're very outspoken about your opinion.
Yeah.
And I don't even think you're political at all. I just think you see right through the smoke and mirrors.
Oh yeah.
If you feel me, like that's what I define it as.
You know,
because I kind of feel the same way that you do. Like, yo, bro, they're not even giving us an option to think otherwise.
You know, just man, that's a great conversation. You know, just the fact that as us being, you know, Mexican men, right? We come from conservative backgrounds, conservative homes. You know what I'm saying? God-fearing homes. And you know, you're starting to see, you know, like this current administration with Kamala Harris and you know that's a snake broad right there off the rip if you really know about her. You know what I'm saying?
She was a cop, right? She was a prosecutor.
She was a prosecutor. She was the one who backed Joe Biden's play on the 3-strike law. You know what I'm saying? So she was the one who she was heavy for the 3-strike law.
She been putting minorities away.
She been putting minorities away for like 40 years. You know what I'm saying?
Proudly.
And then now all of a sudden she pops out and she's the people's champion. You know what I'm saying? She's really Obama's puppet. You know what I mean? And I could just go on further and further. The thing with Trump is that, you know, people want politicians. Trump ain't a politician. He's a businessman. You know what I'm saying? He's ran corporations worth billions of dollars. So when he comes into the office and he takes control of this country, he sees that we're in a multi-billion-dollar, trillion-dollar debt here, right? So obviously, what's the first thing? You know, when a business buys out a failing business, the first thing they do is they walk up in there and they get rid of everything that's costing too much money. You know what I'm saying? I.e. what Trump did. Let's be real, like, the border is a problem. You know what I'm saying? It's not a problem because there's Mexican people coming through. It's a problem because these Mexican people are not being documented.
Hold on. There's more than just Mexicans coming through that border.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get to all that. You know what I'm saying?
And there's the problem is they're coming from other places and coming to harm this country.
Exactly. I mean, you know, I see a lot of podcasts where there's a lot of people starting to bring up the fact that there's all these military age Chinese men coming into the country, or, you know, Venezuelan people coming. You know, people from the people fleeing from Venezuela. Some of them people are like war criminals that are fleeing from what's going on over there. That's a communist
criminals,
country.
Fool,
That's a communist country over there.
They caught criminals.
So they coming
too.
up in our country with them type of communist views.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? This is a democratic society. And you know, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden, they trying to run this country like a Marxist government. You know what I'm saying? Why they want to have everybody, why they want to abolish you know, private healthcare. You know what I'm saying? When you start giving everybody the same shit and nobody has an option, that's called communism. That's called Marxism. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they're doing and that's what they're about. And we don't have no room for any of that shit in this country. You know what I'm saying?
I just think they're not even giving the people in the left an option to even make a decision on who should represent that party. They're just automatically making everyone say, hey, look, this is the lady you have to
That's
vote
what
for.
communism is about. Communism is about, this is what we're telling you what the fuck it is and be happy with that shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Like
For the same
no
reason,
choice, huh?
for the same reason they took out the Christian option in the schools. For the same reason that, you know, they pressed a homosexual agenda on you. You know, you don't have an option to whether you want to turn on your TV and watch homosexual activity. You finna see that shit every day because it's implanted in the daily programming of television.
Bro,
I guarantee you there's not one show that you see that doesn't have homosexual activity going on in it right now.
But how do you feel that they just in a big revelation just late in the last week they feel like Joe Biden is on a mental decline and he's not fit for president, like just out of fucking nowhere, right?
I mean, it always was, but it's being too it's too prevalent now. It's getting seen too much in the public eye. It was always that way, but it was always that way. But they was able to hide it for this long. But now that he has to come out and start speaking more, it's starting to get exposed. You see what I'm saying? So obviously they have to backtrack, fix a plane in the air, get rid of him, and put the broad into play. You know what I'm saying? But that was always going to be the plan from the gate.
Bro, you know what? A lot of people from the left are saying that whole fucking Trump attempt assassination was staged or it was fake.
What do you think about that one?
Bro, anything coming from that side is coming from a view of a communist government. So they're going to force they're going to force their narrative on you. They're going to force their will on you. You dig what I'm saying? Everything that they do is for the establishment, so to speak. So that's why, you're going to hear all this shit that's being forced upon us right now with the homosexual agendas, with the, like he said, the new president for them. It's just all plays out. And if you don't know, you won't know.
I just think, they figured, look, this is our last chance for Biden to be president. We need to kill this motherfucker. It didn't work. The kid missed. They probably promised him, we're not going to kill you.
Kill them.
Just fucking take the shot and look, you'll be fine. And they fucking murdered him anyways. And then coincidentally, 24 hours later, this fool bends the knee and fucking just quits. Like, I don't know, bro. It just...
I'll be real with you.
Fucked up.
I don't necessarily believe that they, somebody met him in a dark street and handed him a briefcase, with the rifle and shit. But what I do believe is that the media has been spewing this narrative for 4 years or 8 years or however long.
At least 8 years now, right?
Yeah. 8 years of this man, Donald Trump. He's a racist. He's no good for the country. He's a bad man. He don't like this, he don't like that, he's a white supremacist. Bro, after so long, you're going to eventually that's a smear campaign, bro, and you're going to eventually smut somebody up to the degree where somebody's going to want to do something.
Right. But then when we were tagged and then I think it was in your beginning stages of when you were speaking about what you thought, and then just these fools just hated, dog. Because everyone wants to chime in on fucking Instagram, right? And it's a great conversation to have, bro, because it was like the first time they probably felt like, a prominent Mexican rapper from LA is talking this shit.
Yeah.
The fuck, right? Because like you said, the left is just all about brainwashing, bro. It's just like keeping the man down and this is who you need to vote for.
Communist views, man. Communist views. That. At this point, we ain't no different. We won't be no different than motherfucking Germany. Back then when Hitler was around and shit.
So how do you feel about this new law? Apparently, Gavin Newsom passed about every homeless encampment in California needs to move out, bro. No. Just out of fucking nowhere.
No.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with it.
I'm gonna tell you the problem right now.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with it as long as they're providing them somewhere to go. You know what I'm saying?
Because we all live in LA, bro.
Yeah,
we see it.
Because let's be real. Let's be real. I think the homeless issue is a very big issue. I think it's dangerous. I think it's a breeding ground for, drug addiction, a lot of bad shit, fights, violence, all that. You know what I'm saying? So it's important to not have that in the public eye. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure there's kids that walk through. There's so many liabilities for that. So I don't think that is wrong that they're making them move, but they definitely need to have a destination for them.
So that's the problem.
Yeah.
They're going to make a move, but where they're going, bro, they're going back to the streets, back to traveling, getting in the neighborhoods when they're out the way right now. I understand their encampments are set up some in places where, you don't want them to be. For sure, move those places.
What do you mean out the way? They're in the hoods then, right?
No, they're going to be.
There should be a designated area.
Now, watch this. As soon as they get rid of all these encampments, all these homeless people, guess what they're going to move into? back to the communities, bro.
Yeah.
Back to,
I mean,
to
you
across
know-
the street from mom's house. You know what I mean?
That's just another thing of what's going on with this country. You know, as long as we're in a economic crisis, so to speak, there's not enough money to go around. You know what I'm saying? It's inflation, so you're gonna see homelessness and all these things. You know, that's why it's important to put somebody back in office that's gonna start the drilling,
Yeah.
gonna start the money to come back in this bitch.
I think Bidenomics does exist. That term,
Yeah.
Bidenomics. Ever since this motherfucker won the presidency, it just seems like everything financially just been going down the drain for the middle class, lower class. Of course, the rich always get rich.
Well, yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
because once again, that's what a Marxist agenda is. That's what communism is for the public to be broke, for the public to only have everybody be equal. Nobody gets more than nobody else, but the higher ups. You know that's what a communist government looks like. You know what I'm saying? And we're it's a blessing that we're only seeing the very beginning of it, and not 40 years from now being like, yo, shit's fucked up, like we got to fix it. Like, nah, you know, we're identifying the problem, we're getting rid of it now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, I really agree that, you know, I'm first generation, dog. We come from a very conservative family, you know? And that just was just 30 years ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, dude, people get kicked out for identifying a man that's in a female restroom at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Like, that shit is getting out of control, bro.
Yeah, it's a lot. Man, I'm telling you, you know, shit got to get right, bro. You know, because it's just morally not right, bro. Straight up and down. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't got a problem with like homosexuals and shit. Let's be real. You know, what you do in the privacy of your own home is just that. You know what I'm saying? The same way you don't have the right to see me in my sexual encounters, the same way I don't have the right to see yours. You know what I mean?
It's kind of spilling over though to schools now.
Yeah, I mean,
now
you
the
know-
kids, if they don't want to tell their parents, whatever, they don't have to tell them.
Bro,
That's why,
Dude,
That's
my brother lives in Moreno Valley, dog. There's an elementary school across the street, dog. They painted all the benches rainbow.
Bro, that's why it's an agenda. That's why it's an agenda. There's a homosexual agenda going around. You know what I'm saying? And you got to think, a lot of this shit comes because they just trying to really break the country down in every common denominator. You know what I'm saying? From the morale sense to the financial sense. And they really after us. You got to understand, we're the greatest country in this world. You dig what I'm saying? There's not one person that doesn't live here that don't want to be here. You know, and there's people out there that really hate that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then you got these people out here that, you know, they go against the military and they complain and, oh, well, they did it, man. You don't know what them people have to do in the field. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. Sometimes bad shit has to happen to protect people. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think people in this country don't want to understand for whatever reason, because people are pussies now. You know what I'm saying? In order for you to be the best, you're going to have to fight some shit off. You're going to have to hurt some people. You're going to have to do some shit. And if you don't do that, then our way of life is in jeopardy and in danger. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Prodak, let me ask you something. Would you want to live in any other country right now? If I gave you a fucking one-way plane ticket, like, hey, bro, I'll fucking fly you to wherever you want to go, dog. Would you want to live in any other country but this country right here?
I don't think so. Honestly, this is a great country, bro. My parents sacrificed their lives to come over here.
Because best believe my parents don't want to go back to their fucking homeland. I don't know why,
think
bro.
so.
Like, any means, like, I don't know.
This
My
is
mom
it.
and dad, bro, they came to this country and they fucking stayed, dog.
Nah,
Yes,
I get
sir.
it.
You
I
know what I'm
mean,
saying?
you know, because, bro, this is the land of opportunity, bro. Let's be real.
Yeah.
You know, this is the only place you could wake up broke and go to bed rich. You know what I'm saying? That's reality. I mean,
that's a reality.
you got to figure it out, but it's not impossible. You know what I'm saying? So,
Facts.
you know, there's just so many people that hate our freedom and hate our way of life. You know?
Exactly.
And we need somebody in office that's going to stand up for our rights and for our way of life and shit. And that's why I've always been vocal about the Trump situation, and I will continue to be. You know what I'm saying?
So it's important to vote. You're telling the people
It's very
go
important to vote, especially us. You know what I mean? Because this is the reality, bro. Joe Biden really won the election because they was able to get the black and the Latino vote, you know? And the way they got the Latino vote was because they went and got the black vote. You know what I mean? And let's be real, the black people are like the leading tastemakers in this country. You know what I'm saying? you know, I'm not lying when I say Mexican people are pretty much waiting for the next thing somebody black does to mimic it. You know what I mean? So they was able to spread propaganda through the Black Lives Matter. Come on, bro. Black Lives Matter was created by 2 homosexual women, and their agenda was a homosexual agenda. You feel what I'm saying? Then they turned around, siphoned millions from the organization, and all went to jail for the shit. You know what I'm saying?
They bought their fucking mansions and shit, right?
Yeah. and who are they? They were supporters of Joe Biden's campaign.
Oh man.
They received over $1 million from George Soros.
We're on to you, Sleepy
right?
Joe.
Come on,
We're
bro.
on to you, Sleepy Joe.
Let's be real here, man. Come on.
He's going to jail. Sleepy Joe going to jail like
It's a
his son.
fucking racket, bro. That's what it is.
man.
They're fucking They're fucking the real gangsters.
His son's over there smoking crack with bitches in the tally.
Feel me?
Like,
Is it safe to say he's invited to the carne asada?
No, but this is even worse. This is even worse. And not worse. I heard that Joe Biden will use Los Angeles specifically as his playing grounds.
He was on Skid Row? You talking about Skid Row?
No, the sources would say, underground sources, he would fly to LA, get rental cars, and just pick up broads, random bitches.
Just turn up.
Hunter Biden was on Figueroa. That's what you're saying right now.
Doing donuts on Fig, looking for a bitch.
Hunter Biden was on Figueroa.
Trying to get a bitch.
Come on,
like, bitch, get
bro.
in.
I think that those are all true because
I mean, man,
he was a dope head.
Cause I'm gonna be real. If I let's say for instance I got 10 bands right now. I'm gonna jump in the whip. I'm gonna go get me a fit. I'm gonna call up a couple bitches. We gonna bitch. Let's go. You feel me? Well, what about my bitch? You don't need clothes. We gonna
Sounds
get that when
about
we
right.
get to where we going. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, straight up.
Yeah, man. Like he would. They said Los Angeles to him was his playing ground. His playground. He used this fucking city as his goddamn playground, bro.
Yeah,
That's a disgusting mentality right there.
That's
feel like you gotta check
that's
in
the
now.
mentality
But think
of the
about it.
corrupt. You
Yeah,
know, that's what the corrupt
what
is.
he was doing. You could only get away with it in LA, dog. Like, let's be real.
Man,
You know.
it is what it is.
And
you know?
and how I see it, bro. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Have you ever heard that slogan?
Bro, yeah, for
You
sure.
feel me?
You could tell Joe Biden's dirty, bro, just by the way he looks and shit. You're like, man, I know this motherfucker done did some shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's because he's been around for some time, though.
Yeah, he's been around
since those
a
times
minute.
where it was like, you know?
No, can you imagine if one of Trump's sons were the ones like being all doped out, getting fucking bitches off a fig and shit? Like, bro, like game over. They would ruin his life. You know?
Hey, man, hey.
And then they found fucking cocaine in the White House, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah. The White House has
And then
some
there's
white in
fucking-
it.
there's-
What?
When they were having their White House party, there's scenes of fucking Hunter Biden just fucking walking back and forth, sweating it. Fucking, it's bizarre, bro. And you know he has fake teeth, right? Those are not his teeth. He has no teeth, bro. That's how much dope he smoked.
Does he
Those
have
are fucking dentures.
He probably has Diddy footage too somewhere.
Yeah, man. But look,
It is
dude,
what it
in the
is.
mansion and shit.
it is what it is. But
Diddy, man, Diddy's a weirdo for that, bro. My boy Diddy's
Did you
savage.
see the newest news right now? Diddy he was mentioned 70 times in the Keefe D.
I don't
court
believe that. I really
that
don't.
he killed Tupac.
I don't believe
Like
that.
he paid $1 million.
That boy's in a sinking boat, bro. He trying to jump on anything that'll save him. You know what I'm saying? I don't really believe that. I'm gonna be 100. I don't.
yeah,
You don't believe that Diddy paid $1 million to
Nah.
get Tupac killed?
I don't think so. I really don't. I don't think.
they're just trying to dig up headlines.
Yeah. I like I said, dude's on a sinking boat. He'll reach for anything at this point. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Facts.
Yo, make sure you guys subscribe to our newsletter on our website, undergroundhiphopblog.com. We give away concert tickets. You could check out our latest reviews, new music, new singles, new videos, mic sessions, and interviews. Make sure you guys like the video, share the video, comment on the video.
Yeah.
This is a dope fucking interview, man. Annimeanz by
appreciate
far represents LA to the fullest, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes,
And it's
sir.
dope that, you had mentioned, like, you just make hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Not no Chicano rap or that kind of category. That stuck to me a lot, bro.
Thank you.
Because that's what it's all about, right? Product just if
Hell
you're dope,
yeah.
you're dope. If you're not, you're not.
Lyricist, baby.
Yeah, I never when I started listening to rap, there was no lines. There was like third base, NWA. You gotta think like MC Serch was a white guy. You know what I'm saying? It never really mattered in my opinion. I think it only matters here in reality. You know what I'm saying? In California, because I've traveled the country off my craft, man, and I've been blessed to perform in front of hundreds and even thousands of people around the country, and don't nobody know the difference when I get on the stage. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a California thing, I think, honestly.
Fire. Hell yeah.
Shit, because I don't know why.
I can feel that. We've done a little touring somewhere in other places, and it's different out there. You know what I mean? The culture, the people. It's like they don't even see too many people like us.
Well, you know what people don't understand, if you ain't been around the country, like there's not a lot of places like LA.
Yeah.
Like cities. You know what I'm saying? Like most of the cities in the country are far and in between in fucking fields and farmland, middle America shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's far and in between that there's places that are off the rip, there's nowhere like LA. You know what I mean? I've been to everywhere. New Mexico, Arizona, fucking Colorado, Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm a fucking New York City. You know, there's no place like California.
Crazy story, fool. We were in Oregon somewhere, and we went to the gas station. You know, we tried to get some swishers, smoke some weed. We go to the gas station, and this white girl, all tatted, bro, looking like Post Malone, just tattoos everywhere, gang banged out. She was looking at us like we were something exotic. Like what are you? Like, you guys don't belong here. Like, what are you guys doing here?
Yeah.
And that's like we got a little sense of, hold on, you know, L.A. fools and L.A. cultures only in Cali, you know, and these close areas. Once you get out of there, bro, the whole culture, everything changes, bro. And then, you know.
Nah, you know, you're essentially what the rest of the country believes you to be. You know, we got the big movies, you know, The Boys in the Hood, American Me. So all them movies were national hits, you know. So they expect us to be that way, you know. That's their perception of us, you know.
Hell yeah, Chuck Taylor, Dickies. You know what I mean?
And I ain't worn Chucks in years, and I'll be 100.
You know
I really don't wear Chucks like that.
How you feel about fashion and hip hop? Like, is it a thing? Is it a thing? Fashion?
I mean, at one point it was. I feel like right now it's just it's just balls out. Do whatever in the fuck you think is fly. You know what I'm saying?
Throw any fucking logo on a fucking t-shirt.
You know, just fucking. If not, you know, the skinny jean era was a little rough for me, man.
Oh, I didn't catch on to that.
Yeah, the skinny jean era.
My size wouldn't allow it. You know what I'm saying? They didn't make no fat boy skinny jeans. They didn't have.
Man, even the fat boy skinny jeans, them motherfuckers fit me like 40s. So I'm like, hey, yo, hold up, what the fuck? Yeah, I kind of missed that vibe, you know. But
couldn't do it.
Hey, I'm happy Ben Davis came back, man. Shout out to Ben Davis because I love Ben Davis, man. So
shout out to I'm saying the fashion, the baggy shit coming back. You know what I mean? The big sizes, the big pants.
I mean, not too big though, because I remember wearing some big shit. You know, like 50s and shit. You know.
How about the breakdancers in the Olympics though, representing some hip hop in the Olympics, man?
But are they like Asians though?
I don't know.
You notice all the breakdancers are like Asians, the famous ones.
But we got an American team, man. Shout out to them, man. They out there.
Man.
No, that's fucking dope though, right? That they're Asian. They fucking represent hip hop.
Yeah.
You know,
and guaranteed they're all boom bap heads too.
Hey, it works though too because they're mad like small.
They're all from West Covina,
you know what I mean? So they be jumping around and shit, you know, because they're small and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
So they can do all that crazy shit.
That's fire, man. I'm just tripping out how it's in the Olympics. Like I never in my life, in my 35 years of living, the Olympics. It's like, come on, bro.
Hip-hop. Oh shit, you're 35. That's what's up. Well, you look way younger and shit.
Thank you, appreciate it.
You know, fat people be looking young, huh?
You know what I mean?
Hey, so before we let you go, man,
yeah.
What do fans have to look forward to, dude? Any new projects coming out, dude? Any new plans, big releases? What's cracking?
I got an EP right now called Donation Fee that I'm about to be putting out. It's like 4 songs. I think y'all gonna really like that. You know what I mean? I'm kind of like in a transitional period in my career, so my subject matter is a little bit different now. I just, you know, I'm living a different type of life right now. And you know, whatever I'm rapping about, you best believe that I'm giving you a legitimate eye view of what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, be ready for that. You know what I'm saying? I got that coming out. Me and Chingo got the album coming out. Shout out to Soul South. You know, we just inked the deal over there, distro deal with them and shit. And yeah, man, you know, running around. I got a mic session coming out with Shaka. Shout out to Shaka. They finally let the boy in the building. You know, I was up there with my guy right here. You know, who was up there and shit.
Shit was nice.
Yeah, they were showing
Compound.
love. You know, and you
Shout
know,
out to God Smoke.
man, yeah, shout out to my man Smoke Major, man. God Smoke. He got the white room coming up, so y'all be out looking for that. But yeah, man, you know, I'm just doing the rounds. You know what I mean? I ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna be here for a while, you know, and just making dope music, man. That's all you can expect from me, man. Yeah, I'm not too much into like the social media buffoonery and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a low key type dude, you know, and all you're just gonna hear from me is, you know, a legitimate opinion or, you know, music and shit like that. You know, I don't really subscribe to the bullshit or whatever. You know,
That's some real shit right there, man.
Hell yeah. Yo, before we end this, I got a message real quick. I got a message for Poncho Rodman. You know what I mean? Cold Media TV. He's over there. I just keep seeing he wants to freestyle battle.
It's a battle, yeah.
That's what he keeps saying. He wanna. So my guy, he's an actor, right? And he does his thing. You know, I'm in the chats doing my thing, and he called me out for a rap battle.
Okay.
I don't think he knows who
ready
the fuck
for that.
he. You know what I mean? So Poncho Rodman, hey, get your bars up, baby, and I'm gonna see you.
Oh, you know
Absolutely.
he got that old boy, the bands dude too. You know.
Oh, come on, it's coming now, man.
Okay,
Shaka on that Shaka.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah.
Shaka
Yeah,
drop.
nah, he definitely got up on that boy too. You know,
Hell
shout out
yeah.
to man, shout out to the
hip-hop,
blue
baby.
team. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
talking
Straight up
about-
and down. Shout out to the blue team and everybody that's doing their thing. You know.
Make sure you guys subscribe to our newsletter again, undergroundhiphopblog.com. Subscribe to the channel. Support. Real,
sir.
recognize real. We have Annimeanz in the building. Thank you
Man.
very much for pulling up.
Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. The shit felt real dope, you know. And yeah, man, we got to talk because you know I definitely would love to get on some of the shows.
Oh, bro, it's already
know
in the
what I'm
works,
saying?
bro. I already got something planned for you, dog.
I would appreciate that. But yeah, man, thank you for having me, man. I appreciate y'all.
Absolutely.